Travis Kelce's plane took off from New York City to return to Kansas City after finishing his vacation with girlfriend Taylor Swift. On Saturday, September 7, Taylor Swift's private plane carrying Travis Kelce took off from John F. Kennedy Airport in New York City bound for Kansas City. Swift's Dassault Falcon 7X private plane began a journey to accompany the Chiefs star back to Kansas City. Kelce was scheduled to return to Kansas to start practice with his teammates at the Chiefs on Sunday morning. Just hours earlier, the Chiefs star was also seen stepping out of Swift's Tribeca mansion in New York. Kelce appeared in a black t-shirt and baseball cap as he entered Swift's car garage. Before being driven to the airport in a black SUV, many fans thought the couple had a sweet and meaningful day together. However, Kelce had to return to his practice, while Swift was also busy producing a new album with Jack Antonoff at a recording studio in New York City. The night before, the NFL star also had a romantic party with his girlfriend Taylor Swift. When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce took their love story to New York City after the Kansas City Chiefs star's first win of the season, the couple, who have been dating for about a year, were spotted on a dinner date at the pizza restaurant Lucali in Brooklyn September 6, one day after the Cruel Summer singer cheered on her boyfriend as his team beat the Baltimore Ravens in an opening season game at Kansas City MOS Arrowhead Stadium. Travis sported a sleeveless white sweater vest, vertically stripped pants and black shoes. Taylor wore a navy blazer over a sheer black top, paired with a black bandeau bra, black mini skirt and black leather knee-high boots. Taylor's appearance at his first regular season NFL game comes nearly a year since she hard-launched their relationship when she attended her first Chiefs game, which would be followed by several others, including the team's Super Bowl 2024 victory in February. On Saturday, Jason Kelce, brother of Travis, expressed his excitement when talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift during their outing in NYC. Jason said that although he was busy working away from home, through social media, images of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift going out appeared. Jason was extremely excited and said, "It finally happened." Jason added, "Travis has not had such a fun and happy outing for a long time, mainly because he has to focus on training." In particular, Jason also said, "Travis looks very happy when he is with Swift, a sweet couple." Jason also frankly expressed his support for Kelce and Swift, and hopes that they will soon become a family. Jason Kelce was unhappy and expressed regret that he could not go to Arrowhead Stadium to witness the Chiefs' victory over the Ravens on Thursday. Jason added, "I just missed an event that should not be missed, but I saw Swift celebrate Travis' touchdown. It was great. I should have sat near Swift that day and cheered for Travis." Jason shook his head and chuckled. Jason Kelce almost cried when talking about Swift's kindness to Edie's father and Donna Kelce's mother in the suite at Arrowhead Stadium. Jason said that last year this scene was also imprinted in his mind when Swift had kind gestures to Donna's mother, which also warmed his heart. The image of Swift and family members appeared before his eyes at this moment, making him very emotional. Jason opened his heart with a serious face, making fans understand and have a more realistic view of the relationship between his family and Swift. Travis had famously first attempted to shoot his shot with the Grammy winner at Arrowhead when he attended one of her Eras Tour concerts there in July 2023 before they finally began dating later that summer. The two have continued to support each other, with Taylor making frequent appearances at his games and the athlete showing up at more than a dozen of her concerts. In June, he even joined her on stage at a show in London, where he carried her bridal style in front of more than 90,000 fans. The Kansas City Chiefs opened the 2024 season with a 27-20 win over the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night. Not only was the game played in front of a packed house at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, but a record 28.9 million people viewed the game across all platforms. It was a great start to the season for the NFL, especially for the Chiefs, as they kicked off the season with a 1-0 record and a win over one of the perceived biggest threats in the AFC this season. The offense was on fire from the start thanks to second-year wide receiver Rashee Rice. Mahomes showed he had trust with him from the opening drive, throwing the lone two passes of the series to Rice for 11 and 16 yards, respectively. That was just the start for Rice, who finished the game with a 7-catch, 103-yard performance. Rice lined up in many different formations, inside and outside, and head coach Andy Reid made sure he would be featured on opening night. No one on the Ravens could stop Rice, so Reid kept going back to what was working. Simply put, Rice was cooking. Having full trust from Reid and Mahomes goes a long way for confidence, especially when the Chiefs were missing Marquise Hollywood Brown as one of their featured receivers due to an injury. Rice proved he is capable of handling the duty of being labeled wide receiver number 1. The way Rice finished last season, it shouldn't come as a surprise to see how well he performed on such a large stage. On a night when Brown was missing and future Hall of Fame tight end Travis Kelce had a quiet night by his standards, the team needed Rice to step up and be the man, and he did so with an incredible performance. While rookie Xavier Worthy scored the touchdowns, Rice was the one moving the chains to set up those scoring opportunities. There's no reason to think Rice won't continue to be the top target going forward. Kelce will eventually get his targets, but with Worthy and Brown opening up the middle of the field, Rice will continue to eat on the routes he's been given. Eventually, if teams try to double up Rice, that will leave Kelce roaming the middle of the field, and he will be able to feast in a similar fashion. If the safeties start playing up closer to the receivers, then Worthy and Brown will be able to open up the deep passing game for Mahomes. The entire offense has the ability to churn at a high level. And giving Rice more responsibilities this season seems to be the next step in getting the team to that next gear. With so many high expectations of this team, trying to be the first team in NFL history to win 3 consecutive Super Bowl titles among other things, having a guy like Rice to lean on in the passing game will be comforting for Mahomes. The more comfortable the team is, the more laid back they will play, and the more games they will win. It seems simple, but it's a lot harder to actually put a team together that can put that into practice than one may think. Yes, there are off-the-field issues that will need to be addressed next offseason, but for this season, Rice will be relied upon heavily to help the offense reach their highest potential. Rice is turning into a true number 1 receiver before our very eyes. He has the work ethic and athletic ability, along with the coaches and players surrounding him, to truly help him thrive in this role. It will be fun to watch it all unfold over the entirety of this season. The Ravens tight end spoke in his post-game press conference about the game, and he issued a warning to the Chiefs if the two teams happen to meet again in the playoffs. "If this is the best that they got, good luck in the postseason," Likely said. This is a very bold statement, considering the fact that he issuing that warning to one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, after his own team just lost. Now, the young tight end showed that he can back up his talk with his play. On a personal level, he finished the game against the Chiefs with 9 receptions for 111 yards and a touchdown, and he almost had more than that. He caught a pass in the back of the end zone with no time on the clock that was initially called a touchdown. But after review, his toe was found to be out of bounds, and the score was called back. Many were surprised that Likely outperformed the team's star tight end, Mark Andrews, but he seemed to be one of the focal points of the team's offense. The Chiefs will be looking to make Likely eat his words if the two teams happen to meet again in the playoffs this season. Worthy finished his NFL debut with 2 touchdowns and 68 total yards on just 3 touches. After the game, Worthy reacted to taking the field in Arrowhead Stadium for the first time. "Man, this is everything I dreamed of," said Worthy. "I didn't want to go anywhere else but the Chiefs. So, just having this moment and it showing up how it is, it's just an amazing feeling." Worthy continued, discussing how he didn't have any nerves heading into his debut. "I feel like I told somebody in the preseason, I don't think nerves are really a thing for me," said Worthy. "I feel like when I come in, it's just like being a kid again in the backyard." The Chiefs selected Worthy out of the University of Texas with the 28th pick in the first round of the 2024 draft. Worthy turned heads at the NFL Combine in March when he ran the fastest 40-yard dash in Combine history at 4.21 seconds. Worthy showed off that speed on his first touch, taking a reverse handoff 21 yards to the end zone for a touchdown. According to Worthy, he went to his coaches the morning before the game and told them he believed the play would be a touchdown in the game. Clearly, they trusted him enough to run it, and Worthy was right.